I'm talking hopes and football. So go ahead, put your headphones on and relax. Alright, how's everybody doing tonight? Alright. Today's bubbly flavor is mango, bubbly. Shoot. On the tab it says hey, with multiple A's in the middle and multiple Y's at the end. And then on the side of the can it says love at first. Love at first. Alright, let's talk some hopes first. Unfortunately, for me, a Boston fan, Miami took a 2-0 series lead last night. Heartbreaking game last night for Celtics fans. Alright, so last night, the Miami Heat defeated the Boston Celtics 106-101 to take a 2-0 series lead. Boston's in trouble. Boston is in trouble. Okay, so for the Miami Heat, Goran Dragic dropped to 25 points, 3 rebounds, and 5 times. Bam Adebayo dropped to 21 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 times. Duncan Robinson dropped 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 times. Jimmy Butler dropped 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 times. Jay Crowder dropped 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 times. Tyler Hero off the bench dropped 11 points, 9 rebounds, and 5 times. For the Boston Celtics, Kemba Walker dropped 23 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 times. Jason Tatum dropped 21 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 times. Jaylen Brown dropped 21 points, 6 rebounds, and 2 times. Marcus Smart dropped 14 points, 4 rebounds, and 4 times. Okay. Tough game for the Celtics. They were up by 17, I think. they were up 13. The Celtics were up 13 at halftime, 17 in the first half. In the third quarter, they got outscored by 20 points, 37-17. So the difference between the first half and the second half, Miami went zone. Miami busted out the zone defense in the third quarter, and it gave Boston fits. Drama after the game as well. Rumors. The Boston Celtics locker room was not a good place to be after the game. Particularly Marcus Smart and Jaylen Brown. Word is that they had to be separated in the locker room after the game. Marcus Smart was yelling, other people were yelling. Furniture was being tossed around, whatever. Then Brad Stevens had a late night meeting. I believe it was with Kemba, Marcus Smart, Tatum, and Brown. Anyways, they had a late night meeting, and the Celtics are in trouble, but I'm not ready to count them out just yet. 2-0 to the Heat is not 2-0 to the Jazz. It's not 2-0 to the Clippers. This is the Heat we're talking about. So, I think that an incident like this can do two things. Alright, so the Celtics locker room. This could send them in two directions. It could unify them, which I hope it does. It could unify them and bring them together and cause them to fight really hard. Or it could sink them. It could continue to sink them, rather. I mean, games 1 and 2, they were right there. Arguably, should have won game 1, maybe game 2 as well. Shoot, they were up by 17 points, 13 at half, so yeah, they should have won. So, they're very evenly matched teams. But, I do not obviously like them being down 2-0. It's a lot to overcome against Miami. So, I'm not saying that they won't do it, not saying that they can't do it. I hope that they do it. And I think regardless of who wins the series, I do think that Boston will not get swept. They'll at least win one game. And I think they'll win 2 games regardless. But yeah, tough 2 games there for the Celtics. 37. They got outscored 37-17 in the third quarter. And that was it. That zone. Giannis Antetokounmpo, back-to-back MVPs. No one was surprised. No one was surprised by that. He and Michael Jordan are the only players to win multiple MVPs and Defensive Player of the Year. So just finished game 1. I think I like the Lakers to take game 1 and the series. The Lakers were my pick for the Western Conference Finals regardless, but I do think that they take game 1 as well. Yeah, hopefully the Celtics bounce back, but they're in a deep hole right now. All right, let's talk some football, shall we? Some NFL. Little NFL action last night. The battle for Ohio. The battle for Ohio. All right, last night, the Cleveland Browns defeated the Cincinnati Bengals 35-30. For Cincinnati, the rookie Joe Burrow, 37 of 61. He completed 37 of 61 pass attempts, 61 pass attempts in his second professional game. 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, a QBR of 75.9, and a rating of 90.6. Joe Mixon carried the rock 16 times for 46 yards. Boyd had 7 receptions for 72 yards and a touchdown. Sample had 7 receptions for 45 yards. Uzoma had 4 receptions for 42 yards and a touchdown. Mixon had 4 receptions for 40 yards. Higgins had 3 receptions for 35 yards. Thomas had 4 receptions for 31 yards and a touchdown. For the victorious Cleveland Browns, Baker Mayfield was 16 of 23 for 219 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception for a QBR of 98 and a rating of 110.6. Really good numbers there from Baker Mayfield. That interception he threw was bad though. Still a QBR of 98 and a rating of 110. Good night for Baker. A good night for Nick Chubb as well in my fantasy team. Carried the rock 22 times for 124 yards and 2 touchdowns. Kareem Hunt carried the rock 10 times for 86 yards and a touchdown. Odell Beckham Jr. had 4 receptions for 74 yards and a touchdown. Jarvis Landry had 3 receptions for 46 yards. Kareem Hunt had 2 receptions for 15 yards and a touchdown. So that makes the Cleveland Browns 1-1, and the Cincinnati Bengals 0-2. Okay, the Browns looked good, but let's not get carried away. They still only won by 5 points, although the Bengals did score a late touchdown to make the score look better. But let's not get carried away with the Browns. Cleveland fans, let's not get carried away, okay? It was the Bengals. It was. He went up against a quarterback that is in his second start. So you should win the game. You better win the game. If you don't win that game, you're in trouble. So, yeah, a good win for the Browns. They looked good, but it was, again, let's not let's not bust out the champagne yet and say that, the Browns are gonna go like 10-6 What is the Browns' ceiling this year, you think? I think the Browns' ceiling, their ceiling is 8-8. They probably end up 7-9. I could see the Browns going 7-9. 7-9, maybe 6-10. Potentially 8-8. I do not see them above 500 though. First year head coach. I think 8-8's the ceiling. Game I'm looking forward to most this weekend: Seattle and New England for sure. Sunday Night Football. Cam versus Russ. It'll be a good game. So Giannis finished first with 962, then LeBron with 753, James Harden with 367, receiving 1 second place vote, 64 third place votes, 10 fourth place votes, and 10 fifth place votes. Luka Doncic finished with 200 points, receiving 14 third place votes, 36 fourth place votes, and 22 fifth place votes. Kawhi Leonard finished with 168, receiving 9 third place votes, 31 fourth place votes, and 30 fifth place votes. And then Anthony Davis finished with 82, 5 third place votes, 14 fourth place votes, and 15 fifth place votes. And I'm not going to go over the rest. Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, Nikola Jokic, Pascal Siakam, Jimmy Butler, and Jason Tatum all below that. Alright, that's about